Imagine walking into a dealership, heart pounding, staring at that shiny car you've always wanted. The salesman smiles, you nod, and then the big question drops. Do you want to finance it? Suddenly, you're in the world of car loans, credit checks, and paperwork that feels like a foreign language. And here's the catch. One wrong move could cost you thousands of dollars over the life of the loan. But here's the secret. Getting your first car loan approved doesn't have to feel like a trap. In fact, if you understand a few hidden steps, you can walk into that dealership with confidence, knowing the approval is practically in your hands. By the end of this video, you'll know the exact secrets first-time car buyers use to get approved and avoid costly mistakes. Number 1. Why your credit score matters more than you think. Most first-time buyers don't realize that your credit score is like your report card for money. Lenders don't know you personally, so they look at your score to decide if they can trust you with their money. The higher your score, the lower your interest rate. A good score could save you thousands over time. For example, imagine two buyers. Sarah has a 720 credit score, and Mike has a 600 score. They both borrow $20,000 for the same car. Sarah might get a rate of 5% while Mike is stuck with 12%. That difference means Sarah pays about $5,300 less over 5 years. Same car, but Mike pays thousands more just because of his score. If your score isn't perfect, don't panic. Start checking your free credit report at sites like annualcreditreport.com. Pay down small debts and make all payments on time. Even a 20-point jump can unlock better approval odds. Number 2. Down payments are your secret weapon. Think of a down payment as your way of saying, I'm serious. The more money you put down up front, the less risk the lender takes on. That's why approvals become easier when you can show some skin in the game. If you want a $15,000 car and you put $3,000 down, the bank only needs to loan you $12,000. That feels safer for them. Plus, your monthly payments shrink. Even if you don't have thousands saved, aim for at least 10%. That little cushion might be the difference between approval and rejection. Number 3. Steady income is your golden ticket. Lenders want proof you can actually pay them back. That means they'll check your job, your pay stubs, and sometimes even how long you've worked at the same place. If your income is steady, you look less risky. For example, if you earn $2,500 a month and want a car loan with payments around $300, that's only about 12% of your income. Totally manageable. But if you earn the same amount and try for a car with a $700 payment, that's 28% of your income. Too risky for many lenders. A good rule of thumb is to keep your car payment equal to 15% or less of your monthly income. Show lenders you're living within your means, and approval becomes much easier. Number 4. Choose the right lender, not just the first one. Dealerships love to play matchmaker between you and their preferred lenders, but that doesn't always mean the best deal for you. Before stepping into the showroom, check with your bank, a credit union, or even online lenders. Here's an example. Jessica went straight to the dealership and got quoted at 9% interest. She decided to check her local credit union and got approved for 5%. That tiny decision saved her more than $2,000 over the life of the loan. Don't be afraid to shop around. Multiple credit checks within a 30-day window usually count as one inquiry, so it won't hurt your score as much as you fear. Number 5. Pre-approval makes you the boss. Getting pre-approved is like walking into the dealership holding a golden ticket. You already know how much you're approved for, at what interest rate, and with what terms. That means the salesman can't play games with you. Imagine telling the dealer, I'm already approved for $15,000 at 6%. Show me what cars fit that. Suddenly, you're in control of the conversation. It also keeps you from falling in love with a car that's way out of budget. Pre-approval keeps your feet on the ground and your wallet safe. Number 6. Keep your documents ready. One big reason first-time buyers get delayed, or even denied, is because they don't have the right paperwork. Lenders usually ask for proof of income, proof of residence, a valid driver's license, and sometimes references. Think of it like applying for a job. If you forget your resume, you don't get the interview. Same here. The faster you hand over those documents, the faster you drive away with your car. Number 7. Don't stretch the loan term too far. It's tempting to choose a 6 or 7-year loan because the monthly payment looks smaller. But here's the trap. You end up paying thousands more in interest and you risk owing more than your car is worth if you want to sell early. For example, a $15,000 loan at 6% for 3 years means about $460 per month. Stretch it to 7 years, and the payment drops to $220. Sounds nice, right? But you'll pay about $2,500 more in interest over the life of the loan. Aim for shorter terms whenever possible. Your payments will be higher, but you'll save money and build equity in your car faster. Number 8. Say no to unnecessary add-ons. When you're sitting in that finance office, the salesperson will start throwing offers at you. Extended warranties, tire packages, gap insurance. Some are useful, but many are overpriced. For instance, gap insurance from the dealer might cost $800. Your regular car insurance company might offer the same coverage for $200. Always compare before saying yes. Remember, the more you add, the harder it becomes to get approved because the total loan amount keeps climbing. Number 9. Know your debt-to-income ratio. This is a fancy way of saying how much of your monthly income already goes toward debt payments. If you make $3,000 per month and spend $900 on rent, $200 on a credit card, and want a $350 car payment, lenders will look at that math. A lower debt-to-income ratio makes you look safer. A high one makes them nervous. Most lenders want to see your total debt payments equal to 40% or less of your monthly income. So before applying, add up your debts and see where you stand. If you're above that range, paying down even a small credit card balance can improve your approval chances. Number 10. Co-signers can be lifesavers. If your credit score or income isn't strong enough on its own, a co-signer with good credit can unlock the approval you need. But here's the catch. They're just as responsible for the loan as you are. If you miss payments, their credit takes a hit too. An example, Emma, a college student with part-time income, wanted a car loan. On her own, she was denied. With her mom as a co-signer, she got approved at a fair rate. But Emma made sure to pay on time every month, protecting both her credit and her mom's. Use this option carefully and never risk damaging someone else's financial reputation. Number 11. Timing can make or break the deal. Believe it or not, the time of the month or year you apply can affect approval odds. Dealerships have quotas. At the end of the month or quarter, sales teams are more motivated to move cars. Sometimes lenders even relax approval requirements to hit their goals. Walking in on the last day of the month might just tilt things in your favor. Number 12. Always check the fine print. Even if you're approved, the details matter. Look for hidden fees, prepayment penalties, or balloon payments. Some lenders sneak in tricky terms hoping you won't notice. For example, one buyer thought he got a great deal, only to discover a $500 processing fee hidden in the contract. Reading the fine print saved him from a nasty surprise. Take your time. If something doesn't make sense, ask. No honest lender should pressure you into signing without explaining every detail. Number 13. Avoid applying for too much credit at once. If you apply for multiple credit cards, personal loans, and a car loan all in the same period, lenders may see you as desperate for money. That makes them nervous. For example, if you apply for 3 credit cards in 1 month and then ask for a car loan, the bank might think you are overextending yourself. Even if you can afford the payments, they may deny your application. Keep your credit applications limited and strategic. Apply only for what you need. Number 14. Start with a cheaper car if it's your very first loan. Sometimes, the best way to get approved is to start small. Lenders are more likely to approve a $10,000 car loan than a $30,000 one. Think of it as building trust. Once you pay off a smaller loan successfully, your credit improves, and the next time you apply, you qualify for more. One example is Daniel, who financed a modest used car for $9,000. 2 years later, with perfect payments, he had no problem upgrading to a newer vehicle at a lower interest rate. Number 15. Keep your bank account steady before applying. Lenders sometimes check your bank statements. If they see overdraft fees, bounced checks, or big unexplained withdrawals, it raises red flags. For example, if you earn $2,000 a month, but your account shows frequent overdrafts, they may think you cannot manage money, even if your income looks good. Keep your account in good standing for a few months before applying. That clean record shows you're responsible. Number 16. Stick to one job for a while. If you've just started a new job last week, lenders may hesitate. They want stability. Imagine two applicants. One has worked at the same place for 2 years, the other just started a job 5 days ago. Even with similar pay, the person with 2 years at the same company looks more reliable. If you're considering a job change, it might be smarter to secure your car loan first. Number 17. Use a budget to know your limit. One big mistake first-time buyers make is letting the dealer decide what they can afford. Don't fall for it. Sit down and figure out how much you can comfortably pay each month without stretching your budget. For example, if you earn $2,500 a month and after rent, food, and bills you have $400 left, then a $350 car payment leaves little breathing room. Instead, aim for a payment that still leaves you money for emergencies. Knowing your limit helps you avoid loans that put you under stress. Number 18. Choose a car that matches your approval odds. Lenders look at the car itself too. They prefer reliable, standard vehicles because they hold value. If you try financing a luxury car as your first loan, lenders may worry. But a reliable Honda or Toyota makes approval more likely. For example, someone applying for a $12,000 Toyota Corolla has better chances than someone trying to finance a $40,000 sports car with no credit history. Pick a car that aligns with your current financial standing. You can always upgrade later. Number 19. Watch out for buy here, pay here dealers. These dealers approve almost anyone, but the catch is sky-high interest rates. Some charge 18% or more, which can trap you in endless payments. It may look like an easy way to get approved, but in the long run, it costs far more than traditional lenders. Instead, consider building your credit first with a smaller loan or a secured credit card before turning to those high-risk options. Number 20. Consider refinancing later. Even if you accept a higher interest rate now, it doesn't have to be forever. Once you build your credit and make consistent payments, you may refinance for a lower rate. For instance, Alex got his first loan at 11%. After 2 years of on-time payments, he refinanced at 6% and saved over $1,500 in interest. So even if the first approval comes with a high rate, don't lose hope. You can improve it down the line. You've now seen the secrets that can turn a stressful first-time car loan into a smart financial move. From boosting your credit score to choosing the right lender, every small step adds up to big savings. So here's my question for you. If you could only use one of these secrets to boost your approval chances, which one would it be?